indices. So here we have our sixth law, the sixth and the final law, and let's see how it applies. Here the index is a fraction. So when the index is a fraction, as you can see here, the answer will be some kind of root, a root of some sort. So let's have a look at how that works numerically and also algebraically. So for example, if we had here 9 to the power of 1/2, then the answer would be, the 9 will come in here and we would find the root of 9. And in this case, the n comes out here, so we're finding the square root, and the answer will be raised to the power of 1, which will have no effect. So if we were asked to actually evaluate, then we know that the square root of 9 is 3. So the answer here would be 3, because we don't need to raise anything to the power of 1, because that's itself. Well, let's apply it again here. Sometimes you might be given something a little bit more tricky. So you might be asked to find the cube root of, let's say, 27, because here we're going to have raised to the power of 2/3. So as soon as you see that the index is a fraction, you know that you're going to have to find a root. This denominator becomes the root, in this case the cube root, and the answer will then finally be raised to the power of 2. So sometimes we can put a bracket here, to the power of 2. So then we find the cube root. If we were asked to evaluate this, we would find the cube root of 27. Well, 3 times 3 times 3. So the cube root of 27 is 3. And then in the end, you still have to raise that to the power of 2. So the answer would then ultimately be 9. So we're going quite quickly here because it's very straightforward. What you need to remember or understand is that whenever you have a fraction as an index, then the denominator determines the root. And when you find the root of the base, then you raise it to the power of the denominator of the fraction. Let's have another look at that. If we were to do it algebraically, here's x raised to the power of 4/5. So what would happen here, x would go here. We would have to find the 5th root of x. When we find that answer, we raise it to the power of 4. There you have it. So simple in a way. But there's only one way of knowing whether you really understand it, and that's to have a go at some questions. So have a go at these questions. I'm sure you'll get them right.